course, any time people are experiencing poverty, it's likely they're going to be experiencing hunger. It's one arm of the poverty wheel, if you will. But there's lots of reasons. If you look at the number of higher paying jobs, we don't typically have those, especially in more rural communities. Those tend to be an aging population, and people are moving out of those communities to go to places where there are jobs that do pay a little bit more of an income. So it's definitely income based. I think there's a real lack of understanding in our country that if you're in need, it's assumed that you're not doing the right things in your life or you've not made the right choices. When most of the people who are in our food lines have someone in their household who's working, they just aren't earning enough of an income to cover everything that they need to cover on a monthly basis. So the one thing they tell us they cut out of their monthly budget is food, because it's their one controllable expense. They'll do everything they can to keep fuel in their car to get to their job or their doctor's appointment or whatever, to keep a roof over their head, to try to keep their utilities going, that kind of thing. But the one thing they typically cut first almost every time is food. This is roughly about 35 days worth of inventory for us. While I'd like to say this is enough food, because it looks like a lot of food, it actually isn't. There's a national study called Map the Meal Gap that comes out once a year in April typically, or in the spring. And the meal gap in our state right now is about 63 million meals. That's huge. If you look at the number that we're providing somewhere about 26, 27 million meals. What most people don't realize is basically half of the distribution or the food they're taking home are fresh perishable products. We know that people who are food insecure have poorer health than the rest of the population. Our hunger study shows it. So being able to provide as much nutritious food as we can is really important and something that we're going to commit to as long as we can afford to do so.